What's up, people? This is your boy Dre, coming here from the fitness lifestyle. Right? I created this page probably a couple weeks ago with the goal of educating people, informing people, and supporting people, and vice versa. Getting support, getting education, just doing what I need to make this fasting, a part of my life. Right? I have been a trainer for 12 years. I've helped hundreds of people lose thousands of pounds, and still don't feel like I've done my clientele justice, because fasting wasn't a part of my recommendation regarding losing weight, getting weight off, being healthy, becoming your best version of yourself. And after having done tons of research, done fasting in the past, I know that in order for us to be optimal, for us to be the best versions of ourselves, fasting is going to really have to be a part of our lifestyle. And so that's what this page is really about. It's about giving, it's about learning, it's about sharing, and hopefully we can all become happier, healthier people because of it, right? Now, today's video is about numbers, right? This is my second day of my second 5-day dry fast. I did a dry fast last week before I left for Atlanta for my grandmother's birthday and to drop my daughter off in Atlanta, and lost 18 pounds, felt great, but then Atlanta hit me, and it hit me like a brick, right? And I did terrible down there, just to be honest, right? And so I ate bullshit, I drank, what have you. But I kind of knew that was going to happen, and so my goal was really to kind of come back with the kind of energy that I left with, really committed to the idea of fasting, but being a part of who I am. And so what I wanted to do today is to kind of give you some results of day 2 of my dry fast, just so that you can kind of see what it takes to truly monitor how the dry fast is working for you. And so I want to show you a couple of tools that I use, and ultimately the result of some of those tools, just so that you can start thinking about how you're going to approach a dry fast or a fast in general, and how you're going to monitor it. I am of the belief that if you want to measure it or know that it's working, you have to monitor it. You have to measure it. And so numbers are really, really important. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to see our blood glucose levels. So we're going to see how our blood sugar is doing. Blood sugar is particularly important during a fast because you don't want it to go too low, right? When your blood sugar creeps below 70, then that means you should be feeling some level of dizziness. You should be feeling some level of uncomfortableness, brain fog, blah, blah, blah. Now, that's going to happen even if it's above 70, because your body is detoxifying during a fast. But if it gets below 70 and you start to really feel it, then chances are you should stop the fast, refeed, right? Get your body adjusted and balanced a little bit, and then go back into your fast, right? But if your blood sugar is staying pretty steady between 70 and 100, then chances are you're okay. You're going to be okay, and you don't have much to worry about. Other thing we're going to monitor is our ketones, right? Ketones are basically an energy source that your body uses when it doesn't have glucose anymore. When there's no more glucose to burn, your body will switch over to burning ketones, right? Really important part of the process, because once your body switches over, you know that you're in a fat burning state. You know that your body is using your fat as fuel, and that is really important because fat is a problem, right? And if you don't want to acknowledge that, then don't watch this page. If you feel sensitive about fatness or being overweight or not attacking that problem, then don't fuck with me here, right? Go to some other page that's going to coddle you and make you feel good about it, because it's not okay, right? I'm overweight. Anybody that's overweight should be fasting. And so ketosis is one of the barometers or ways that you are able to ensure that the fasting is working in reference to the fat that is on your body and using that as fuel. I don't want to go too much into science in this video. I just want to kind of pay attention to the numbers, right? And so I want to show you a couple of the tools before we jump into the actual testing, right? One is our Precision Extra Blood Monitor. Right now, I butchered that, but you can see it. You know what the title says. Look for it. I'm going to put a link in the bottom if you want to purchase it. This is a tool that you're going to use to monitor your blood sugar and your ketones. Now, the great thing about this one is that you can use just this one. Some monitors don't allow you to test one or the other, right? You either have a ketone monitor or a blood sugar monitor. This one actually does both, so it's a great tool to use if you want to measure both of them. Now, I will say with on the ketone side, you don't need to monitor your ketones. I do it because I've done it in the past and I like to kind of know the specifics. But you can buy the test strips. I'll have a link there. You basically pee on the strip. It'll tell you whether you're in ketosis or not, or how deep you are in ketosis. And that's a great way to kind of monitor your ketones as well. So you don't have to use this, and I'm going to tell you a reason probably why you don't want to use this for your ketones a little bit later, right? And so monitor, right? Next thing you're going to need is, and it's going to come with the monitor, but it's going to be your needle or your finger pricker thing, right? And so basically what this is basically a way to get your blood out your finger, right? Basically has disposable needles. Can everybody see that? Disposable needles that you buy a box of them. They're really cheap. You place it in it, you press down a little bit on it, and then it's locked in. Once it's on there, you place it back on the cap, or they place the cap back on rather. Oh shit. Backwards, sorry. So you place it back on the cap and you press this button and you'll prick your finger. This little doohickey on the side of it basically monitors how deep your prick is going to be, and so I keep it right in the middle just because you want a prick deep enough to get blood so that you don't have to keep on doing the shit. But also you don't want it too deep where it fucking hurts a lot, right? I hate doing this shit, and yeah, so basically use it, pull it, it's locked in, you press it on your finger, and we're gonna actually do one, so I'll show you that a little bit later, right? And then you have the actual strips, right? You have the blood sugar and you have the ketone strips, right? The blood sugar are the blue ones, the ketones are the kind of purplish ones, right? Now, with the ketone strips, super fucking expensive, right? You're basically paying about $7 to $8 per strip if you buy them here, right? When I'm saying here, I mean in the United States, right? You can actually go on a Canadian pharmacy website and order them there, and you don't need a prescription for these because I ordered a bunch a long time ago. But you can order them there, and they're a lot cheaper. Again, you don't have to use these, right? You can get the strips and you'll get a great idea whether you're in ketosis or not, right? Then you have the blood glucose strips. Blood glucose strips are a lot cheaper, and you can buy a box of these and you'll be good for a couple of months, right? Well, not maybe a couple of months. If you're doing your checking daily, then it'll probably last you a month or two, right? But these are the two strips, and they both fit into that monitor, right? Now, again, just a reminder, part of the reason why you're doing this is because you want to know the results of your fasting on a daily basis. I would recommend that every day you check your blood sugar, you check your ketones, and you check your weight, and you check your pee, right? Even your pee. You want to check the clarity of your pee, meaning how clear it is, how foggy it is. The more foggy, the better. That means that the sediment that is sitting in the kidneys is starting to get released and is coming out through your urine. And so you want to check that stuff. I did this 5-day fast before I went to Atlanta, and the results were, I felt great, right? The refeeding was a little bit tough. My body was super dry. The first thing I drank was a little bit of coconut water, and soon as the coconut water hit my tonsils, it felt like I was having one of those anaphylactic responses where, like people who are allergic to nuts and their throat starts to swell up. Like my throat was stinging, right? I did some research, and basically it's fairly normal. Your throat, everything is just searching for water, and it almost is painful to kind of rehydrate even your skin and your water. And so the dry fast, again, I don't even know if I've told guys, but the dry fast is basically when you're consuming no water, no food, and you're not allowing any water to touch your body. So you're not washing your hands, you're not taking a bath, you're not washing your ass, the whole nine. And so I did a 5-day, doing another 5-day. This is day 2. Let's see what the numbers tell us. All right, so let's do, I think this is the ketones first. All right, so I'll open it up. All right, we're going to open up both of them just so that we're ready, because I don't like to double prick myself. And so if I can get the blood out of the same one, that is always a plus, right? So let's do the blood sugar first. I think this is blood sugar. Right, so now it's reading, this is the blood sugar, right? So basically, that's just telling you that it is ready for some blood, right? So we're gonna pull our thing back. We're gonna get our finger ready, and I hate it. Ow! There we go. Got it. Let's get some blood. Look at that. Blood. Okay, we got a good one. All right, so here we go. So it's measuring. 87. So 87. Everybody see that? I don't know if that's backward. That's a good blood sugar to be at after 2 days of fasting. So now we are going to check our ketones. And our ketones are basically should be between 0.5 and 5.0, right? I'm bleeding to death over here, Jesus Christ. All right, let's check our ketones. It's measuring. Countdown is on. 0.3. So I'm actually, after 2 days, not doing that well in ketosis. I'm not necessarily in ketosis right now. Now, some people would argue if it's point anything, it's ketosis, but 0.3 after 2 days. And that's actually not surprising based upon my last, I would say, 4 days traveling, right? And so 0.3 is where we're at today after 2 days. Right. Blood glucose is at 87, ketones at 0.3. No surprise at all. Glucose, good spot for now, right? And the ketones are in an okay spot as well. I knew that they wouldn't be high. Your ketones, they say your ketones should be at about 0.5 before you actually are in ketosis. And so by tomorrow, I'll be well into 0.5, and we'll be able to kind of know that we started that process of ketones as energy, fat as fuel, and we're starting to really kind of hit our sweet spot, right? The moral of the story is don't start this fast without having your tools ready so that you're able to monitor the process, right? You don't want accidents to take place. If your glucose is too low, then that means that you're going to be suffering from some bullshit popping off, right? Meaning headaches, even worse. I don't even know all the shit that comes with glucose too low, but you don't want it to go below 70, right? And so you want to pay attention to that. Ketones, you want to get them to that 0.5. That's how you know that you're starting to get your body in the process of using fat as fuel. Fat is a problem. Obesity is a problem. This is not going to be a page where we candy coat what the goal is. We want to lose weight. We want to feel good. We want to look great, and the fasting is going to help us get there. And so let's not ignore it. And I don't want to ignore the fact that you also want to monitor your piss. This is a bottle of my pee, right? This is not beer, right? You want to make sure that process, as you are going through your fast, that pee is getting a little bit more cloudy, that the color is getting a little bit more darker, that your kidneys are getting cleaned, right? Monitor the process, right? That's really it. We're going to keep it there. We're going to test it out. I have more conversation and learning and teaching tomorrow. Leave me some comments below. Let me know if this video was at all helpful. You can hit any of those links to get some of the tools that I suggested that you get. And let me know if you liked the video or not, right? This is your boy Dre signing off from The Fasting Lifestyle. Peace.